name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Oh my god, I have a lot. Oh, there's some JTB TikTok videos. Okay, Sophie Chandauka is a despicable, barefaced liar. On August 5th, the Charity Commission for England and Wales announced it found no evidence of, quote, widespread or systemic bullying, harassment, misogyny, and misogynoir at Sentebale following an investigation into claims made by the charity's current chair, Dr. Sophie Chandauka. Okay, agree, but it's just a shame that the commission then threw her out as chair. Her downfall is still coming. Okay, Harry legally owns the name Sentebale. Why doesn't he revoke her use of it? Okay, let her rename the charity and carry on. Then Harry and Prince Lesotho, I guess, can create a new charity to actually serve the children, its original purpose. Alright, there's one comment under this. Okay, he doesn't apparently. It belongs to the charity. I have to see if I have a shot of the paperwork. The trademark copyright was in his name only. It doesn't expire for several more years. Okay, I don't know. That's very interesting. I wish it was, unless it's a different country. Let's see here. The trademark here. Application, word mark, Sentebale, current status, live, filing date, Wednesday, August 10, 2022. Filing language, English. Receive office, United Kingdom. Okay, expiration date, Tuesday, August 10, 2032. Mark type, word, trademark. Okay, so who owned it? But its filing date was 2022. Okay, let me Google it. That's very interesting. So I type at Google, does Prince Harry owns the trademark Sentebale? Prince Harry co-founded the charity Sentebale and played a significant role in its establishment and fundraising effort. He does not solely own the trademark Sentebale, which translates to forget-me-not and Sesotho, okay, was co-founded by Prince Harry and Prince Yoso of Lesotho in 2006. The charity's name and branding, including forget-me-not flower, are associated with both princes. So both of them own it. So they could still do, okay, let me write this. Let's do this. Let's see here. Okay, so I put both of their names here, Prince Harry and Prince Yoso. No, Sentebale is a registered charity and not directly owned by Prince Harry and Prince Yoso. They are the co-founders. Okay, the name. Who owns the... Okay, so I changed it a little bit. Prince Harry and Prince Yoso of Lesotho owns the trademark name Sentebale. That's just the quick little adjustment here. Yes, Prince Harry and Prince Yoso of Lesotho are the founders. I'm not looking for the founders. I need the name. Founder of charity Sentebale, which has trademarked its name. Okay. Sentebale, okay, it's repeating the same thing. Maybe they do own it. So they own it, I guess. Prince own. Okay. Allegedly. I'm still not 100% agree with Google, but let's say they do. Prince Yoso and what's his name? And Prince Yoso and Prince Harry. Okay. So there's that here. So that's a very good point. I didn't think of it that way. Okay, it does that. Apparently it belongs to the charity. Yeah, it belongs to the charity, but who? And which is what this sort of said. Keep in mind, as I'm searching these answers to those questions that I'm asking myself. I do not know how charities run. Okay, zero. Well, I've worked with a charity before, but I was not in control of the background, how things work. But I'm just sharing with you my the process. Whatever question that I had while I was recording, I'm just sharing them with you. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm sharing my ignorance with you. All right, so that's that. Let's get back to the original recording. And as well, the charity itself, but the background of the charity, which is heavy, I don't know. They will have to seek legal advice for that. That's very interesting though. I would love to see if they go that route, how it goes, for them to stop using the name Sentebale. Okay, Harry legally owns, and Precioso, okay, Harry and Precioso owns the name Sentebale. Why doesn't he revoke her use of it? That's a very good point. I like that. I would like to see Harry going that well. Okay, she cannot escape the African karma that awaits her. She literally has the blood of orphans on her hand. We should pity her. Her statement after this finding is even more arrogant. She must have some kind of demonic power living inside of her. I'm telling you, a lot of these people are possessed, living inside of her, because only people who rely on other things can have this kind of boldness even in the face of disgrace. Because of what Sophie has done and how her actions is hurting children, she will soon receive her reservations at the Karma Cafe. They serve what you deserve. Okay, I'm still surprised that she still keeps her post. I hope Prince Harry creates another charity by himself. Okay, so there's that. I think Harry could still have, if he create another one, could still keep Precioso, because I think there's a foundation. They understand Harry, Precioso, and the rest of the family and things like that. I think they understand him. I don't think they will do anything to backstab Harry, but to continue the same vision. Next tweet. Sophie Chandauka appointed Ian Rawlinson as her first new trustee. He was a board member of the Tusk Trust founded by Prince William. I suspect that UK Charity Commission have protected Sophie due to monarchy influence behind closed doors, and this is why Sophie and Ian felt they could rely on commission. Keep in mind, when you look at videos where Sophie was going on, open her mouth, say her nonsense, when that person, what's his name, Ian Rawlinson, was sitting next to her as if was, I don't know, making sure she says certain things. I don't know. One thing I realized, at least the clips that I saw, I don't know if there were other clips or he spoke, but some of the clips that I saw, he did not speak, but let Sophie Chanduaka run her mouth. So, you know, if there is lawsuit based on some of the video clips that I saw, they will not go after him, Ian Rawlinson, for defamation. They will go after Sophie Chanduaka. I thought she was smarter than that. Okay, it's case of Cain and Abel. William is Cain, who will never forgive Prince Harry for leaving the cult, but he was the one who did it. This is the thing I don't understand. He was the one who kicked Harry out. I'm telling you, this guy is tormented. I think when he think of something, he doesn't think of the ripple effect of his, if he make a decision. You know, when you're brainstorming something, you think, okay, I'm gonna do this. Before you actually do it, you think of all the possibilities of what might happen. Might. Okay, while you're still brainstorming. A lot of architects, engineers, people who create things, they think of this stuff before they actually do it. This is why there is blueprint. You put things on papers, you do calculation, you do this to see if it will work. I think this guy just acts on instinct, or should I say impulse. He acts on impulse. He does not think of ripple effect of his decision. Once he think of something, he goes right ahead and do it. Now, when he was thinking of kicking Harry out, did he think of ripple effect? Because I could understand. Not everybody knows everything. No matter how smart you are, you do not know everything. But when Harry was over there working with him, who were the people who were initiating projects, make things happen? Was he part of those who make things happen, or was it Harry who make things happen? And because he is his brother, they attach his name to Harry and give him the full credit. Then he think of that before he hires Simon Case to freaking put it in writing. This is the thing here, because it was said in court. Put it in writing to make sure Harry is out.
Began to address Granny about the 5 options. Your Majesty, you've seen the 5 options? Yes, she said. We all had. They'd been emailed to us. 5 different ways of proceeding. Option 1 was continuance of the status quo. Meg and I don't leave. Everyone tries to go back to normal. Option 5 was full severance. No royal role, no working for Granny, and total loss of security. Option 3 was somewhere in between, a compromise, closest to what we'd originally proposed. I told everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security. That was what worried me most, my family's physical safety. I wanted to prevent a repeat of history, another untimely death like the one that had rocked this family to its core 23 years earlier, and from which we were still trying to recover. I'd consulted with several palace veterans, people who knew the inner workings of the monarchy and its history, and they all said option 3 was best for all parties. Meg and I living elsewhere part of the year, continuing our work, retaining security, returning to Britain for charities, ceremonies, events. Sensible solution, these palace veterans said, and eminently doable. But the family, of course, pushed me to take option 1. Barring that, they would only accept option 5. We discussed the 5 options for nearly an hour. At last, the bee got up and went round the table, handing out a draft of a statement the palace would soon be releasing, announcing implementation of option 5. Wait, I'm confused. You've already drafted a statement? Before any discussion? Announcing option 5? In other words, the fix was in this whole time? This summit was just for show? No answer.
This is why Harry did not go along the way that the palace wanted him out. They just, the palace was putting the facade. I think I'm going to do another video because I'm talking too much. Okay, after this one, I'm going to do another video focusing on Sentebale still, because I still have more tweets. Okay. Where was I? I was saying they put things in writing for him to be out. Did William think what will happen once Harry is out? And the way that they were pushing Harry out. Okay, so this is the thing that I was thinking before I interrupt myself, and I'm doing it again. On the facade, okay, the palace, men in gray suit, whoever was putting words out to the public. I don't know who they were, but the palace. They were making the people believe that it was Harry who wanted out. That's what the facade was saying. Meanwhile, in the background, they were doing things to sabotage Harry, pushing him out. Now, when it's time, we know about the Syndrome Summit. We know about where the printing, where Harry wanted to do 50-50. Okay, this is all the chances that Harry was giving them, because he know those people are freaking dumb. They weren't doing a damn thing. They thought that because Harry wanted to do 50-50, because Harry is I don't know about now, but before, due to his connection with the family, Harry is a royalist. He grew up in that institution. He's been doing things and for the institution. So I have a video where the thumbnail said the power of one. You see all of them on one side. Pretty much Harry was carrying these people on his back. When he said he wanted 50-50, this is where they should have gone, the palace. But these people felt so full of themselves, to put it mildly. So full of themselves, because they prop up themselves. They put themselves on a pedestal, but that pedestal is full of lies. They believe in their nonsense. Meanwhile, Harry was the one who was carrying out the work. So they push Harry out, and then they stand on their freaking lies. A lie of nothing. This is why they give people those alphabet things, because they need these people to cover their track. Legal, they can't even do things physically themselves. So they thought, because of their invisible pedestal that they put themselves on. Meanwhile, Harry knows they are freaking nothing in terms of producing, creating. It was Harry who was creating, initiating things for the people. So they push him out. Once Harry left, they were doing muddy the water, push him out without the proper steps. Meanwhile, Harry said, okay, if you want me out, it's almost like if you're firing someone in a office or business, there are proper protocols, steps to put it in writing, make sure it's done correctly. So while the institution was throwing him out without any proper steps, Harry was like, if you're throwing me out, and knowing that, remember, Harry born in there, he knows how they do their things. Harry wanted to be put in writing.
So in conclusion, if you'd had the support, you'd still be there?
Without question.
Yeah.
I'm sad that what's happened has happened, but I know, and I'm comfortable knowing that we did everything that we could to make it work, and we did everything on the exit process the way that it should have been
with
done.
as much respect.
With as much
and,
respect.
Oh my God, we just did everything we could to protect them.
Do the proper channels to make sure it was them who kicked him out. Now, once that was done, guess what happened? Harry kept his mouth shut. All these were happening in the background quietly. Harry kept his mouth shut, and he did whatever was said to the public, 1 year review, It's then when they realized Harry accepted the way that they kick him out, guess what? Now they went after his security. The reason why they went after his security, because when Harry was at the Syndrome Summit, Harry let them know this was his most important thing. The thing that he cared about was security.
Everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security. That was what worried me most, my family's physical safety. I wanted to prevent a repeat of history, another untimely death, like the one that had rocked this family to its core 23 years earlier.
All right, so they said, you care about that? Now we're going to take it away from you as well. Okay? This is how demonic, evil these people are. So they went after his security. Now, this is where Harry put his feet down. Harry was like, no. You see all the things that play out. He went to court and we saw all the review. I mean, he did step by step. Before it went to court, it was step by step from the lower level to the mid level to the top, and then it went to court for review. And this is where in court we find out it was the palace who kicked him out. He waited until he got to court. He didn't go to the media and say it. Okay, even at the Sentebale speech that he did, this is where I said this is where the palace should have stopped completely, because Harry did not put the family down. He took his defeat and he was like, I'm gonna meet my wife and my children. He praised the family. Okay, that was after the Syndrome Summit. He praised the family, put nice word for them.
I will always have the utmost respect for my grandmother, my commander-in-chief, and I am incredibly grateful to her and the rest of my family for the support they have shown Meghan and I over the last few months.
And this is why Meghan said they were trying to protect them.
The way that it should have been
with
done.
as much respect.
With as much
and,
respect.
Oh my God, we just did everything we could to protect them.
And the open interview. That speech that Harry did at Sentebale, maybe I should let it play completely at the end of this video. I'll let it play completely for you guys to hear what he said, because I have it, but it will be screenshot. And then he thanked the family, pretty much put nice words for the public to still respect the institution. but they will not leave him alone. Okay, he did all the steps. It was until he got in court. That's when we find out it was the family who kicked him out. And they put it in writing as well. Okay? And then he had his book as well. He said it in spare. All of this can, you could see they match each other. But they were trying to muddy the water, just kick him out, and then they could do whatever they want later. Okay, similar to about the bullying. They don't put it out, the finding out. So because later on in the future, they have a script for Meghan. When Meghan can no longer speak. I went on with this. Did I finish this? Okay, I know I got here. It's case of Cain and Abel. William is Cain, who will never forgive Prince Harry for leaving the cult. That's where I got, and I said it was him who kicked him out. Alright? Remember the printing thing? Whatever. And revealing how they were not close and how William even physically attacked Harry. I'm pretty confident William seeks to destroy Harry's legacy and revenge, thus proving what a terrible person he is. But as he's doing that, he pretty much just revealing himself. I've read some tweets, probably in some of my videos, where people said they were pretty much his fan, but after some of the things that is being revealed, they see how horrible he was. He, still is, and his wife. Those in line to power often want more and need their ego stroked like it's their due. Alright, so she retweeted that. How is it remotely reasonable that Prince Harry can be clear of such serious allegation, but the person who made them, Sophie Chandauka, remains in post at Sentebale? Okay, this is someone completely not a squatty. Barrister. Oh, a barrister. That's a, how do you call this? A barrister is a lawyer, from my understanding. Political commentator, husband, father on. Okay, so there's a legal person here who's saying, how can after she made that huge allegation about Harry, and then for this person to remain in that position? Harry, I don't know. Let's see. They're always creating nonsense. And also for the papers to have something to write about. Oh my God. Both sides can, however, reflect on partial victories. It is huge that Harry has been clear over those allegations of racism or misogyny with no evidence found. Ms. Chanduaka also remained in place as chair of the charity. This is where, I think I said it when I was reading the report, this is where they throw her under the bus as well. Because here, if Harry decided to call her to court, she's on her own here. Because she was the one who said it. Alright, so that's that. The Charity Commission is not operating fairly. Yet another institution on a mission of a stitch up wickedly bloody rubbish. They wanted to take everything away from Harry. Interesting. Yes, concur with this. That's a different language. Once Sophie mentioned that AIDS is no longer a death sentence and that Sentebale is moving toward, quote, climate change, end quote, I knew exactly who's behind this hostile takeover. Mr. Africa is mine. Waiting on William to step in and try to take control of Sentebale as its new royal patron. Wait for it. Sophie was sent there to out Harry and to replace to board with people loyal to William. I hope there is legal way for Princes Harry and Sioso to dissolve the charity. Alright, so there's that. We Are Invictus is the legacy. They can try, but nothing can ever compare to We Are Invictus. But I think Sentebale was somewhat testing the waters. Alright, let's do a prayer. I have more, but I'm gonna stop this video here, and I'm gonna put the speech Sentebale right here.
I must say that I can only imagine what you may have heard or perhaps read over the past few weeks. So I want you to hear the truth from me, as much as I can share, not as a prince or a duke, but as Harry, the same person that many of you have watched grow up over the last 35 years, but now with a clearer perspective. The UK is my home and a place that I love. That will never change. I've grown up feeling supported from so many of you, and I watched as you welcomed Meghan with open arms, as you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. Finally, the second son of Diana got hitched. Hooray. I also know that you've come to know me well enough over all these years to trust that the woman I chose as my wife upholds the same values as I do. And she does. And she's the same woman I fell in love with. We both do everything we can to fly the flag and carry out our roles for this country with pride. Once Meghan and I were married, we were excited, we were hopeful, and we were here to serve. For those reasons, it brings me great sadness that it has come to this. The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What I want to make clear is we're not walking away, and we certainly aren't walking away from you. Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth, and my military associations, but without public funding. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible. I've accepted this, knowing that it doesn't change who I am or how committed I am. But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life. I was born into this life, and it is a great honour to serve my country and the Queen. When I lost my mum 23 years ago, you took me under your wing. You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force. And my hope is one day our collective support for each other can be more powerful, because this is so much bigger than just us. It has been our privilege to serve you, and we will continue to lead a life of service. So in that respect, nothing changes. It has also been a privilege to meet so many of you and to feel your excitement for our son Archie, who saw snow for the first time the other day and thought it was bloody brilliant. I will always have the utmost respect for my grandmother, my Commander-in-Chief, and I am incredibly grateful to her and the rest of my family for the support they have shown Meghan and I over the last few months. I will continue to be the same man who holds his country dear and dedicates his life to supporting the causes, charities, and military communities that are so important to me. Together, you have given me an education about living. And this role has taught me more about what is right and just than I could ever have imagined. We are taking a leap of faith, so thank you for giving me the courage to take this next step. So,
and those were comments from Prince Harry made tonight, and they follow the news that he and his wife
Okay, now let's do a prayer. Prayer. I don't know. Fair play. I don't know. Let's put that. If there's a... Okay. Let's see what comes up. Okay, let's do this. A prayer for protection. Okay. It's very blurry, but let's see. Lord, I entrust my child to you. Keep them safe on the field, in the gym, and everywhere they go. Guard their body, mind, and spirit from injury, discouragement, and fear. Surround them with your angels and peace. Amen. Okay, let's leave that as that, because I didn't know what to pray for. Alright, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna do video number 2. We're gonna start video number 2 with this. Again, it's still Sentebale because a lot of people were talking about it. People are angry with the commission finding. Okay, we're gonna start with that, with Dr. Shola. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
Chavanaka. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better